Next up, we'll be talking about conscious awakening, which is not lucid dreaming. It's simply waking up and immediately remembering to do something. In this case, that would be these cycling techniques and the indirect method. And so he writes, the goal of conscious awakening is to practice instant action without being idle after waking up. He also points out how for about 25% of the population, this can be very difficult and even seem insurmountable. If such thoughts arise, one should simply understand that this cannot be so, and that persistent attempts and training are the key solution, right? So just keep getting your reps in, keep practicing, and eventually it will come to you. The reason why people are unable to remember practicing the phase upon awakening are not being in the habit of immediately doing anything upon awakening, a desire to sleep longer, which is the main one that catches me, a desire to go to the bathroom, being thirsty, a desire to suddenly start solving day-to-day problems, and so on. Conscious awakening with the intent of attempting an indirect technique should be a practitioner's primary goal. Important point, which should be pursued at every cost. The speed at which the phase is learned and experienced depends on this. And then he goes into some of the various hang-ups and some of the way to help you sink this intention in deeper. So intention upon falling asleep, he points out how oftentimes, whatever you're thinking about right when you're falling asleep tends to be one of the first thoughts that passes your mind when you're waking up. So as you're going to sleep, you really want to be trying to sink this intention in really deep to wake up and remember to practice, the phase entry, which is another reason why sometimes it's easier to do with a daytime nap versus an overnight nap, right? You only have to hold that thought in mind for the hour or so that you're napping versus like 7 to 8 hours when you're sleeping overnight. Creative motivation, the greater the desire to enter the phase, the quicker the success. So try to find creative ways to motivate yourself. General intent, the more clearly a practitioner concentrates on the importance and the necessity of waking up and immediately remembering to practice the techniques, the more solid the intent will become and the more likely the process will fulfill its role and actually lead to results. Affirming desires and basically trying to do this in a physical sense can help sink things in deeper, right? You could write sticky notes and put them on mirrors, in your bathroom or something. You could make like a detailed diary about why you want to practice or your goals, have conversations with family and friends, even like repeatedly vocalizing it out loud can help as well. And then the last one here would be analyzing unsuccessful awakenings. Deep exploration of failure is highly effective and practical since the practitioner is learning what works, what doesn't work, and making healthy resolutions towards success. The best moment for conscious awakening is while exiting a dream. This is the most effective and productive time to attempt separation and perform the techniques. So to me, one of the key things that would help here is just getting really good at your dream recall. Like when I'm really dialed in and I'm remembering a lot of dreams, very often I'll start to notice when the dream is breaking down and I'll have like this little moment of lucidity. And that's a great opportunity when I notice, hey man, I can't see anything, something's weird, perhaps I'm dreaming. Typically what I'll do in that situation is, use stabilizing techniques to maintain the dream state that I'm in and basically just have a lucid dream from that point on. However, if you notice it breaking down and you just wake up out of it, that's not the end all be all. That's actually the really perfect time to, stay in bed, don't open your eyes, remember what your goal here is, and, try these cycling techniques and re-enter the phase. But anyway, with that said, that'll wrap it up. Until the next video, keep your phase practice legit.